IGTV is here, YouTube is dead, the sky is falling, oh the humanity! Greetings people of the internet, I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. We are going to create a robot today. So I was thinking, I wanted to talk about Instagram, specifically IGTV, the new app that was just launched by Instagram, how it kind of compares to YouTube. And there's been a lot of reaction, I think, on the internet that this is like the end of YouTube, or, you know, this might just be clickbaity type stuff to get people to click on your videos, but I want to talk a little bit about that. That's a little crazy. I think that's yeah, maybe a little out there. Maybe slow your roll just a little bit on that one. But I wanted to talk about IGTV. I am on IGTV as well as YouTube, obviously, because you're watching me right now on YouTube. So like I mentioned, I want to do a robot. So I'm thinking, what kind of robot can I do? And then I was thinking IGTV, and then I thought IG-88, the robot, the bounty hunter from Star Wars. I don't know, could this be like a mascot for IGTV? Could these little things up here, these little sensors, actually be cameras? I don't know, but I was just thinking that might be a good one to do. So I am going to color this, and I'm going to talk about IGTV and specifically, you know, what it might mean to artists, especially like if you're on YouTube artists. Is it something we want to jump ship to jump over there, or is it something we want to use in conjunction with our whole social media, whatever we're doing, our whole social media plan, strategy, that's the word I'm looking for. But anyway, so I wanted to, let's just get to this, and then we'll talk about IGTV. So Instagram just launched IGTV, and I am already on IGTV. I mean, it helps that it is Instagram, so I've already got an Instagram account and everything like that. But I think it's really important to sort of be an early adopter of these type of things. And some of them are, you don't know where they're going to go. Like I jumped on Vero when it was kind of, in the beginning, was kind of blowing up, and that didn't really go anywhere. The hype around that kind of faded fairly quickly, but again, this is Instagram, and we've kind of seen what they've done, like with stories and everything like that. Of course, they're part of Facebook, which is another thing. So I think it's a good idea to kind of jump on this, and that doesn't mean I'm leaving YouTube or even, you know, doing less content on YouTube, because I don't think, at least right now, I don't think IGTV, as cool as it is and as much of an option it is to do some cool stuff, I don't think it's anywhere near a competitor for YouTube, and I'll get into that in my initial thoughts and everything like that. But so IGTV it's what they're kind of positioning as a competition for YouTube, but they're focusing a lot more on vertical videos, and they're saying that sort of vertical videos are the future. And I've always been a little bit skeptical of that. I don't necessarily prefer vertical videos, because that's not really how we see the world. I mean, it's like if you were to wear like horse blinders and walk around. I mean, that's kind of what you're looking at. So I mean, we don't view the world that way. So I don't think that it's going away, but I'm kind of warming up to the idea of vertical, and I think it does have some interesting things. The main thing is, as visual artists, a lot of the work that we do is in that sort of portrait mode, that portrait ratio. So I mean, unless you're like a landscape artist, but most people, like if you work like me, like you work on comics or you are a portrait artist, a lot of people work in that. So it kind of fits real nicely in that that kind of vertical portrait mode. So I am kind of warming up to that, and I do see some potential there. But I don't think everything, you know, people look at stuff on their phones and everything, and they're saying, well, people don't necessarily flip their phones around landscape. I do all the time, but you know, maybe I'm just not, you know, maybe a little older or whatever. But I am warming up to vertical. So here are some of the things that I really like about IGTV. I like that you can edit on your desktop and everything. I'm not really a spontaneous person. I'm always out when I'm doing something. I'm like, oh man, I should have filmed that, or I should have posted a story. And I'm really bad about the whole Instagram story things. But I like to take the time and actually edit a video and everything and then post it. And it works that way with desktop. And of course you can post it from your mobile device as well. I like that it's integrated with Facebook, since Facebook owns Instagram, that you have the option to automatically post to your Facebook profile or your page, and that's good for me because I don't often post to Facebook, so it gives me something that I can push up there, so I've got additional content going up there. What's weird is when it does post, because they're so big on vertical videos, but when I post on Facebook, they put these little bars, or these little, they kind of, it's not the black bars, but like they have these like images that are kind of blurred out on the side to kind of make it more I guess of a square or whatever. And I don't know why they're doing that, because it doesn't seem like it matters. It seems like you could just put that whole vertical up on format up on Facebook and it would look fine. So with that big push to vertical, I don't know why they're throwing those bars up there, because I don't really prefer that. I don't really like that. I like that you have the option to upload a thumbnail, because that's a big part of YouTube, and that's kind of something to get people to click on your videos. Yeah, I do like that. I like that. So apparently in Instagram Stories there is a feature where you can swipe up that will take you, no matter how many followers you have, that will take you to your IGTV account, which is kind of cool. So I haven't tried that yet, but that's cool. So the other cool thing is, because that I like about IGTV, is because it is Instagram, that you can, your existing followers on Instagram can, as long as they have the app, they're your followers on IGTV as well. So you don't have to rebuild that whole thing. And they are talking about monetization. I'm curious to see where they go with that, because this is Facebook. So, but that is something that they're trying to do. And I think if they are, generally, they do want to compete with YouTube. That's something that they have to do. So here's some of the things that I'm kind of holding my judgment on. And why I don't really think, at least right now, from the way I see it, they're not really a great competitor to YouTube. For one, there's like right now, and hopefully this may change, but there's zero discoverability. You can't, YouTube is owned by Google, which is the biggest search engine in the world. YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. So if you want to search something, you're going to Google or you're going to YouTube. You don't really go to like a Facebook or an Instagram. And so there's really not a lot of ways for people to discover you, other than just what Instagram decides to present out there to the world. So you're kind of at their mercy. So hopefully that will change, and they will start adding some ways for you to get discovered, and add some kind of a search function, because right now the only thing that's searchable is what is in your Instagram profile, and you're very limited with like a sentence or two on what you can put in there. So you can write descriptions on your IGTV posts, but from my understanding, that at least not right now, those aren't searchable. So anything that's in your description in the video, which it's almost, I understand the idea of letting people know what's in your video, but having that not being able to be searched, that's sort of problematic for me. The other thing that I hope IGTV does is the ability to link out. Now right now you've just got your profile and that one link, which for me it just goes to my website. But on YouTube I can put links in the description, and that's super awesome, especially if you are, because you can make money off of your affiliate links and things like that, or pushing people to your products and all that kind of stuff. And you kind of want to be careful about that, because even with YouTube, everyone wants to keep people on the platform. So if you're constantly sending people off of that platform, it's not good for you on YouTube either. But you kind of have to make that judgment. Well, do I want to send people off because I think I can bring them to my website, to my online store, or other thing, or affiliate links or whatever? Because I uploaded a video on IGTV of the tools for making comments, and if people want those tools, it's kind of difficult for them to find them, because I don't have the ability to leave links to those. So basically what I did, I had to create a page on my YouTube or my homepage on Serkworks.com with all the links to all those tools, and I just have to tell people to go there. So it's kind of, you got to kind of do roundabout things. So hopefully that's something that they are going to fix. Another thing that kind of surprised me that it doesn't look like IGTV is doing is it doesn't look like there's a way to have any hashtags on, you know, on your IGTV videos. Now, I would assume Instagram will eventually implement this because they're pretty big on hashtags. So, but the reason why you can't add hashtags to your IGTV videos, which I'm pretty sure you can't. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, so I don't think that's an option yet. But I have a feeling that we'll probably work on that, I'm guessing, because hashtags are such a big thing. So, but them not having hashtags right now with the launch is kind of confusing to me. And here's another thing that I haven't figured out how to do. I would assume you should be able to do it, but so on my thumbnails, once I uploaded a thumbnail, I noticed that part of it's cut off. So I went to redo my thumbnail, and then I went to re-upload it. I couldn't figure out how to edit my thumbnails that I already uploaded. So if you guys know how to do that, let me know, or maybe that's not an option yet. Hopefully that will become an option. But again, I want to go back to this whole idea of, you know, of YouTube being dead or whatever, or you know, Instagram is just going to, you know, just destroy or demolish YouTube. I don't see that happening. I mean, granted, you know, they did a lot with, you know, by borrowing or stealing or whatever from Snapchat and basically duplicating what Snapchat was doing. But that was very close to Snapchat, whereas this is still quite a bit different from YouTube. I mean, just beginning at the whole vertical versus horizontal, that's a big difference, and there's a lot more differences, like I said, with the search and everything. So they got a long way to go before they do that. But I think there's a lot of people on YouTube who are just looking for a competitor or something because they're frustrated with YouTube because of the algorithm or the demonetization and everything, and I can definitely understand that. But looking to IGTV, I'm not sure that that's going to be any better, because realize you're talking about Facebook. I mean, so when you think about it, how long is it going to be till you build your audience on IGTV and you got all these videos, and all of a sudden, hey, we're not going to show these videos to anyone unless you start paying us. I mean, and that's kind of what happened with Facebook, and they've made changes like with Instagram where not everyone's seeing your stuff. So yeah, I mean, I don't really trust Facebook even nearly as much as I trust Google as far as how that's concerned, because I mean, I built an audience. I built a Facebook page, you know. Maybe not that big for a lot of people, but it's over 1,000, which I think is decent. And out of those 1,000, I think maybe, you know, when I post something, maybe 20 people might see it. So that's, I mean, that's just, I don't really trust Facebook to do that. And you shouldn't really trust these. I mean, you shouldn't trust these online platforms with your, you know, whatever you're doing, whether it's your business or just building a following or whatever, because you don't own these platforms and they can decide to do whatever they want. And, you know, and I guess it, you know, it's their prerogative to do so. I mean, it's their, you know, it's their business, and they can kind of do what they want. So, so it's probably a good idea not to, you know, put all your eggs in one basket. And that's why I don't think. That's why I wouldn't jump over to just doing IGTV. If you really like the format, if you find it more comfortable than YouTube or whatever, then sure. I'm going to try to use both, because, and I'm trying to use many different things, because you are at the mercy of these platforms. So it's better to, you know, as long as it's manageable, it's better to be on more than one. And it's just like, kind of like when Vine was a thing. You know, that kind of came and went. I mean, it was strong for a while, but people built really big followings, but they were able to I mean, a lot of the bigger YouTubers right now kind of came from Vine. So even though that platform's gone, they were able to kind of take their audiences and kind of push them. So, you know, that's kind of what you want to do. If you can build an audience on one thing, if you can try to introduce some of those people onto whether it's a mailing list or another platform or your website or your online store, all that kind of stuff, that's kind of the way you want to do it. I wouldn't stick to just one thing because you don't have any control over that. So that's kind of what I want to leave you guys with. I don't think that IGTV is going to destroy YouTube. I think YouTube is going to be strong. I think they're very different platforms, but I think it's awesome that there is another option, and I think this is going to be a good option. And I would, if you're an artist, like I said, I like the idea of the whole landscape, or not landscape, the whole vertical kind of portrait thing. If you typically work in that as you can see on the drawing that I'm working right now, it's in portrait. So that will work well for IGTV. So I'm gonna be doing both. I'll be putting up more content on IGTV, so you definitely want to check that out. If you go find Serkworks, I'm at Serkworks on Instagram, and I'll leave a link so you guys can follow that, because that's something you can do on YouTube that you can't really do on Facebook. I mean, on IGTV, at least not that easily. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm happy that they launched this, and I think it definitely has some potential, but I don't think in any way it is a YouTube killer. Okay, so there you go. There's IG88 fully colored and everything. That was fun. Kind of tying it in with IGTV. So what are your thoughts? What are you thinking about IGTV? Are you going to jump on there? Like I said, I am on IGTV. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have already seen my things, or maybe they're promoting it or whatever, but check it out. I've got some new content on there. I've got some existing content that I've kind of reformatted, some stuff that maybe you didn't see on the YouTube channel, was early on, but I think it's still relevant, so I wanted to put that out there as well. So yeah, I'm going to start putting up more content on IGTV as well as YouTube, so if you want to check me out there, that'd be great. And like I said, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Are you already on IGTV? Are you thinking of going over to IGTV? Do you think YouTube is dead now? Let me know in the comment sections, and I will see you guys later. That is all. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me here in the